Time for something heavy outside of Beacon Hill Studio. Cosmo Macero of O'Neill & Associates, Peter Cadges of the Boston Phoenix, and you just saw one part of Maria Stefanos' exclusive with Scott Brown. What do you think of the former senator?
He's got a lot going on. He's going to be on the Fox News channel. I guess he's learning to play the guitar. Always a good thing.
A guy who knows how to play the guitar. Is he in for a long ride
you got to learn those minor chords first in the open positions and things. I wonder what he's playing, right? Maybe some Peter, Paul and Mary, Joni Mitchell, that kind of stuff. Strikes me as...
I like to think some originals. I got the Voted Out of the Senate Blues. Yeah. I got the Voted Out of the Senate Blues.
It's not surprising to see a guy who is so public, so visible as a senator, reaching for all kinds of things to keep him busy, because he's chomping at the bit because he cannot believe he lost that election.
Yeah, no, I think Scott Brown is still decompressing. He's still decompressing from his loss. Learning Spanish, great idea. Learning the guitar, another great idea. Like many people with a lot of good ideas, I hope he follows through on it. We'll see. You know, I wasn't surprised by anything he said. What did surprise me, or what I noted, was how shaken he was. But that's completely understandable.
I just noticed that I don't want to be Gail Huff right now. Honey, you want to see these chords I've been working on? You know what? I got to get to the salon. I can't be sitting around.
I see him doing Idol, doing the judging thing, maybe hosting the X Games. He's got to do it all while he recharges the batteries.
He's going to be on Senior Idol in about 10 years.
Exactly.
All right, let's get serious for a second. Right over there in a federal courtroom today, Mike McLaughlin going to make it official, going to plead guilty, and we're going to start to get an indication as to whether or not he's going to sell some people out here. Cosmo, what are you looking for here?
Hey, look, if this guy really may skate on a jail term, he's got to have something big or someone to deliver. And if it's a crime that was committed, it's got to be pretty big if he's getting nothing, because that is about the poster case for public corruption with what he's done. So he's going to have something pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the news accounts, I don't think, have given enough credence to the power the judge has in this. That's the deal that he struck with the prosecutors. Will the judge uphold it? I have to say, I'm a little surprised at the notion that he'd do no jail time. I mean, what we have to ask ourselves, when everything is out at the end of the day, we have a way to measure this. How does this measure up against what's, you know, Sal did with the former Speaker of the House, DeMasi? Is it in the same category? But I would personally be troubled if there was no jail time.
Lastly, speaking of stories that are somewhat troubling, let's talk about the commissioner of the Boston Police right now, Ed Davis, whose son got arrested for OUI up in Plymouth, New Hampshire on Friday, which brings more light on the incident back in early February outside of the TD Garden, and this is obviously a troubling story.
Yeah, it's certainly uncomfortable for the police chief. I mean, a long time ago, I tried to stop snickering at people who may have an issue with substance abuse or whatever it may be, and it's very unfortunate. History shows, though, just sort of, if you're in that situation, if you know someone, if you're the son of someone, if you are someone, if you think you're someone, it's always best to not say it or not say anything, because it always makes it worse.
Yeah, I mean, my heart goes out to the family. 22, 19, 20, 21, 22. These are years, especially for young men, where they're prone to erratic behavior and some get in trouble. So his son is not alone. It is a private matter. You know, human nature, I don't hold it against the cop that drove him home. I mean, my God,
But you do have that issue of would he have done the same with you, and we don't know. He didn't give him a sobriety test, but says that he didn't think he was intoxicated. There's a lot of murky stuff going on.
There is a lot of murky stuff. I know in my own family, one or two instances where these family members were given the benefit of the doubt by the police. It's not unheard of.
It isn't, and I think many people across Massachusetts and elsewhere get that break every day or all the time, because it happens. It depends on the situation. You know, someone gives you, hey, give the guy a break, let's take it out.
My bottom line is I hope the family can work through this.
Yeah. Peter Cadges of the Phoenix, Cosmo Macero of O'Neill & Associates, you regretting not going with the coat?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
The tear in the right eye speaks differently.
I'm feeling pretty good.
They're the heavy hitters, the Fox 25.